You guys are asking for it. I don't care if this video got 10 views. I'm not doing it to get views or anything like that. You know what I mean? But this is kind of like the ghost story of like what happened to me on the boat about a month ago or so. And it was, you know, in the back of my head, I was thinking, you know, maybe it's just me. Maybe it really didn't happen. But I know what I saw, and I was like, maybe it's my mind playing tricks on me. But I'm going to tell you something that's going to give you chicken skin. We say in Hawaii, chicken skin when the hairs on the back of your arm stands up because something made you think like, oh my God. So anyway, I'm driving home from Kaneohe and it was dark. It was about 7:30 at night. The sun just went down. It was dark. I just left Kaneohe. I'm driving home to Haleiwa. And about 10 miles back from where I was, I get on the point by Kuhuku Point. About 30 fathoms of water, 40 fathoms of water. I kind of cut it close to stay in the shallow, so it's a nicer ride. And it was pretty much a very low light moon night. I mean, I have my head beam on in front of my boat, and so there's a little light, but not much light. I have my back deck light on where it's underneath my gunnel, so it's a light blue light. So very, very, very low light, not much light at all. And from the corner of my eye, while I'm driving, I'm looking forward, I look like this to watch the shoreline. From the corner of my eye, I see right here, I see somebody standing there. It was a little bigger than my son. My son's 10 years old. Honestly, like about a 12-year-old boy maybe. Local kid, tan skin, no shirt on. I couldn't see his face. He was standing here right like this, right? And when I looked over, I'll show you what I saw. He wasn't that tall. Okay, when I looked over, he was lower than this, lower than my cabin roof. When I looked over, I saw somebody like this, standing here, holding this, looking straight ahead. I couldn't see their face. I could see the top of their head. I could see their body. And I saw them like this. And from the corner of my eye, I saw them. And right when I glanced, I was like, what the hell? I turned to look. And this is what I saw. I didn't see the person anymore. He was gone already. But I saw his hand right here. And I saw this. Where his hand let go of the ladder and walked into the cabin. His hand literally left the railing and walked into the cabin. And I saw that clear as day. And I'm a person I'm not afraid. I'm afraid of the dark. I don't like stuff like that. You know what I mean? On the boat, I wouldn't ever think it could happen, so I'm not afraid to be on the boat in the dark. When I saw that, that made me scared. I was like, I got about an hour and a half run home. It's pitch black, and there's some excuse my language, there's some shit on the boat. So in the back of my head, I was thinking to myself, maybe it's nothing bad. If it was something that was like bad or bad intentions, it would have done something. You know what I mean? Maybe it's just like a, who knows? I mean, maybe it's just a trap soul or a trap spirit. I have no idea what the hell I'm talking about. I mean, I don't know what it was. So the only thing I think of doing was turning on my backlights on my deck. What I did next, probably not that smart because it was rough. What I did next was I went on my hands and knees. I turned my backlights and I went like this to see if it was still there. Honestly, it was gone, which I'm grateful for, because if I would have saw something, I don't know what would have happened. Okay. Now, this is the scary part. This is where it gets scary, okay? This is where it's gonna make the hairs on the back of your neck stand up and give you the, oh my God. A few weeks after that, right? I didn't really tell anybody this story. I kind of kept it to myself. I told my wife and stuff. I didn't tell anybody else. I was like, I'm not really gonna tell anybody because people are gonna think I'm nuts. So a few weeks after that, I was telling AJ, the guy who's the charter boat captain of the Pearl, about what happened. He was fishing me that day, and I told him what happened, exactly where it happened. And this is gonna make the hair on the back of your neck stand up, I swear to God, okay? He looks me dead in the eye, he tells me, where was that exactly? And I told him, and he's like, you know, about a couple years ago, I had the same thing happen. The same spot, I saw a little boy on my back deck holding onto my railing, and when I looked, I saw him walk into my cabin. And I thought the same thing. When I looked underneath my deck to look, he wasn't there. My guy, his guy was fishing him at the time, was sleeping in the cabin. And he said, he goes, I know it wasn't him because he had his shirt on. So he had the exact same thing happen to him. I'm sure there's something out there at Kuku Point in about 30 fathoms of water by Turtle Bay and stuff. Honestly, I don't think it's anything bad with bad intentions. Maybe there's a backstory out there, something happened to a young boy maybe back in the day, I don't know. But there's something out there, and I look at it this way. What if there's something that's out there trying to protect you? You know what I mean? So I've had ghost stories before. Like when I stay in the guard at Hickam and stuff, there's just crazy stuff that happens over there. But this is the first on the water. And I looked at it maybe it was out there just trying to help you, watch over you, know what I mean? So maybe it's not a bad thing. So if you're fishing Kuku Point at nighttime on the boat, 30 or 40 fathoms of water by Turtle Bay, and you come around the point and you see some stuff on the deck, maybe there's somebody just trying to watch out after you. So whenever I do go by there, and I go by there quite often, I think about it. The little boy that's protecting me. If you guys think I'm full of BS, that's to you guys, but I swear to God, I promise to God on everybody's life I know, it really happened, and I know what I saw. It's crazy. I guess that's it. I'll see you guys Friday for a fishing story. Well, not fish story, a fishing video. It's gonna be epic. From green stick fishing to live baiting to ikashibi, you name it, we do it. And I guess that's it. As always, guys, tight line, see fish you'll see on the water, under the water. And if you're by Cuckoo Point, just have respect for the little boy. All right, everybody. Hello.
Him want his fish from the sea. The water's too murky, too hard to see. And the farmer man